What is up, everybody?
Hi, everybody.
So we have
We
figured
have a
out
fantastic show tonight.
Robbie's got a new toy.
We
I've
figured
got it
out.
figured.
We have figured out how we have done the little screen thing. So next podcast we might be able to all have it because we found out it's a iOS update.
We won't
But-
tell Cal though.
Yeah, well, unless he's watching it at work. But as you all can see, we don't have Cal tonight. But kind of let people roll in here a little bit. But we are kind of going to discuss and break down the BFL schedule for the volunteer division. Robbie's gone. There he's back. We're going to kind of break down the schedule, kind of go over each leg of the volunteer division, what we think might win it, what we think will happen, what will, like, how we're going to go about it, the techniques and stuff that we think are going to succeed in those tournaments. Then after that, as always, you know how our podcasts go. We start on one topic and we end on something totally different. So we'll just kind of discuss that and see where it goes. And you know us, we can't stay on track with a crap. But that's what makes us different. So we got a few people rolling in here. I'm gonna pull up the schedule to make sure we. First of all, did you hear what happened to Jimmy Neese at the wild card?
Nope. Boater.
No.
Ooh.
He was second going in the second day, and I guess he was walking into Wilson Lake, and something happened. I don't know anything, the story or anything, but I just know about off his post that he, for some reason, the person at the lock would not let him back through, and he had 18 pounds and would have won by like 3 pounds. Instead, he did not make it back the way in, so he zeroed. But he would have won it. He would have had like 36 pounds or something like that in a 2-day total. I think it only took 34 to win.
It's a hard pill to swallow.
Yeah. And that cut him out of going to the All American too, because he fell down to like 12th or something like that.
That sucks.
Yeah.
And Robbie went bye-bye again.
He might not even heard anything we just said.
Might not.
Welcome to technical difficulties when you got 3 guys that don't know anything about technology try to make a podcast.
That ain't true. That's good with the 80s.
You with the what?
In the 80s, that's good.
With the military stuff?
Yeah. Oh, he's back at
There
the
he
bottom.
is. Did you hear anything we said?
No, somebody tried to call me during that, and it kind of throwed me out, throwed my whole thing out.
You can turn your phone on Do Not Disturb if you know how to do that.
I don't know how to do all that.
Well,
go back
okay.
I just figured out this tonight. What do you expect?
What I was saying was, did you hear what happened to Jimmy Neese at the? I just said it at the wild card.
No, I did not hear.
So he had 18 pounds the first day. He was supposed to be he was in second. Well, the second day, I guess he was locking into Wilson Lake, and something happened at the lock, and they wouldn't. This is just off his post, so I haven't talked to him, or I don't know any of the story, so I'm not gonna start anything or assume anything. Something happened; he couldn't get in the lock, and he was waiting the lay-ins, and he had 18 pounds, and he would have won the wild card, but he couldn't get back in for some reason, so he zeroed. And I think 32 pounds won it a 2-day total, and he would have had like 36 or 34 had won it, and he would have had like 36.
Gotcha. I was wondering what happened to him.
Yeah. He's just off his post. I don't know the story, don't know anything what happened, but that sucks for him because I love Jimmy. He's a good dude.
That locking stuff, man, it makes me nervous even when it goes smooth.
Yeah.
Well, that's a chance you take. Yeah. That is the bad thing about it.
I'll read his post. He said, so this is what 19 pounds looks like. It didn't count because Wilson Lake Lockmaster decided she wanted me not to win yesterday. Oh, well, fun week. Thanks for all the well wishes.
Gotcha.
So, somebody open the garage?
Yeah, it's Whitney. She's just now getting home.
Oh. Good job, Whitney. Good job.
She was supposed to go through the front door, and she's going to call Jackson to have him unlock it. And, well, he's playing a new Call of Duty, so he's got other problems.
Oh, the new Modern Warfare 3 come out?
Yeah. I haven't seen him in about 24 hours, except when we've been away from the house.
That's funny. All right, so I guess we'll get this rolling. Our viewers are a little bit down right now.
I've got to watch how I do my thumbs. I'm sitting here like this, and my thumb was up, and it gave me a thumbs up.
That's funny. That's funny.
First tournament, Norris.
First tournament's Norris the 9th, March the 9th, right? Yes. I think it's going to be won 2 different ways. Scoping or cranking. But
I'm hoping it's a crank.
I honestly think that it could be won with a mixed bag. I think you could catch a few kicker smallmouth scoping and then possibly catch a few good green ones like cranking. Like I feel like you could probably if you could figure out how you could do both of them and get in an area where you can do both of them, you could win it that way. I think you could win it with a mixed bag doing that stuff.
Well, when I won in 18, it was a mixed bag.
Yeah. I was going to say, I think you could win it with all smallmouth, and I think you can win it with all largemouth. But
the problem is finding 18-inch that many 18-inch smallmouth.
That's what I'm saying. If you have 5 good 18-inch plus smallmouth, then you'll be pretty set. But that time of the year, some of them greenfish gets out there feeding on shad with them smallmouth. So you have a possibility of catching green ones scoping as well. And they only have to be 15, right? 15 or 14?
15 on largemouth?
15, 12 on spots?
No, I think it's a little bit smaller than that.
It might be 14.
Is it 14 or is it 12?
I'll look it up. Y'all keep going.
We're taking out of the same spot too, ain't we? So
Anderson
we're kind of
County?
right. Yeah, I think so. So we're kind of right there in the middle of the lake. We can run either way we want to. Do you think the sea will play more, like the main lake, or do you think some of these rivers will play? I think it really depends on. I really think it depends on the rain, like our weather.
It will. It'll be determined by what the water level gets to. If we get flooding like we have in the past in the wintertime, if that water comes up, I think that'll be a big player.
And how long it's been up.
Hey, it's 14.
Because it's 14.
Yeah.
Okay. I think it also depends on how far along it's been up. Because like if it floods like 2 days before we get down there, that could be a problem. It'd be really tough.
It will on to some. I think if it comes up fast, it's going to make it muddy, which will make it easier to fish. It ain't going to be crystal clear.
Yeah. I think if you can find clear water and the water rises, the scope and bite should not be affected too bad. If the water, because I feel like if you go down to the main part of the lake, which I know technically it's not down the lake or up the lake, that how would you even on Norris describe down and up? Because technically down is like what looks like the river because the dam is up that way. But whatever. When we talk about the sea, you can kind of see on this map is this big part right here. That's kind of what I count as the main lake.
Hey Rob, did you see his waypoints?
He's showing too much.
He's like, right here. There's a rock there.
I think down there towards that area, it'll stay cleaner. It'll get dirty last. In some spots. But that's my side on it.
It will really depend on the rain, because I've seen it get muddy up in the sea.
Yeah. Which if it's muddy, scoping's going to go out of the key, especially if it's like chocolate milk muddy. It should be a good tournament. It's in a good time of the year. It's in the time of the year where them fish are fat, their feet up, and I think it'll be, and I think it's going to take 16 to 18 to win, depending on the conditions. Possibly a 20-pound bag, maybe, but it will be.
That'll be tough. That'll be tough to get.
Yeah. Oh, I know it would be, but I mean, it would that time of the year. It wouldn't surprise me if there wasn't somewhere from that 19 to 20 range.
Yeah, there's some big smallies over there. There's some big greenfish over there too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, and all that is somebody catches 5 of the right big smallmouth.
Yeah.
Because that time of the year, those smallmouths are going to be a lot bigger. They're going to be fatter. Largemouth, same way. And I think, like you said, it all depends on, because we could have a really, really cold, because it's cold now and we have that cold spurt, but it's not as cold as it was this time last year. And by the time that March, it was already kind of warmer. So I feel like we're going to have a later coldness than we did last year. So it could be, I think it could be still pretty daggone cold that time of the year, which I mean, it already is, but I'm saying like where the water hasn't even started warming up yet.
I think it'll be a lot warmer than starting on chick in January.
Yeah, that's a little bit better. Yeah, yes, that's a little bit better. I don't know why our viewers are so low right now. We only have 2.
I have 2
We
viewers.
we was on
Mhm.
chick what in February this year.
I
Yeah,
think so.
Yeah,
first of February.
February, yeah, something like that. The year was
it was pretty
frozen. It
cold.
was in January. Now we only have 1 viewer. Did we piss somebody off or something?
You did.
Probably. It's because Cal. Everybody just loves Cal, I guess.
I mean, he's a cool little dude.
I mean, they're gonna miss the laser show.
Which our topic's not really that interesting, so maybe we need to switch the topic. I don't know, because I mean, obviously nobody really wants to watch it.
So move right along. We're Norse. We're thinking 16 to 18 pound to win it.
Yes.
Same for co-angler.
Say it's 100 boats, which means there'll be top 20. What do you think will make the cut? I'm saying 11. 11 to 12.
11 pounds.
Actually, no. I'm
Probably.
gonna say, yeah, maybe.
I don't know. It might be
It might be
less.
like. I think it might be more.
I don't know. There's a lot of 17.5-inch smallmouth in that
That
lake.
is true. That is true. But it's just such a good time of the year, though.
It is.
I really wish this tournament on March 9th was on South Holston, because then it would take like 23 to win.
Yeah, it might take 12 pound to get a check in that one.
Yeah, it could be. Co-angler wise, you better just hope your guy's up on the bank.
There'll be one guy catch 10, I'm sure.
Yeah, as a co-angler, I'm
crapshoot
gonna
after
push it and say maybe 12.
Maybe.
12 to win. 14 probably win the co-angler side.
If he's got one of them boaters that's like, hey man, throw up here next to me. They're schooling.
Well, not necessarily. If
What's up,
they're on the
Daryl?
bank.
My boy Daryl's in there. Had a wonderful weekend with my dad. Dad got to shoot a deer at Daryl's property. Put some meat in the freezer this weekend.
Did you fish Saturday?
I did fish Saturday, and me and Clark just said, screw it, we're going to go scoping, and we had nothing to lose with it, and it did not turn out very well. We should have had 5. We wouldn't have had 5. We wouldn't have enough to win. But we should have 5. But it was a tough day. It took 16 to win. But we heard from multiple people that it was very, very tough that day. But me and Clark's going back out tomorrow to Del Hollow to kind of get our not Del Hollow, Watauga to get our revenge. Speaking of Del Hollow, next week, this week coming up, I'll be on Del Hollow some, because Big Jim reached out and wants me to set his grass farm down, so I'll be on Del Hollow fishing a little bit, scoping around.
Hey, we need to get Big Jim on the podcast.
I thought about texting him today, like when we were trying to figure out what we wanted to do, and see if he wanted to jump on here, but I was afraid it had been too late notice.
Yeah. I mean, while you're down there, talk to him.
I will. I've been on his podcast, so he's a really cool dude. But yeah, we're gonna go to Watauga tomorrow, kind of get our revenge on scoping a little bit, hopefully. They said no live scoping the BFL this year, Gav. They have not.
I'm just glad he's picking on you instead of me for a change.
Well, next, rolling into it, is South Holston. This one can be tricky. It's April the 20th. It's going to be another tournament that's going to be decided on weather. Not necessarily conditions of rain and stuff like that, but of temperature. If it stays cold for...
Oh, my. I got to watch my thumbs.
If it stays cold, the first thing that comes to my mind is going to be a green worm bite. It's going to be smallmouth on bed. Maybe some largemouth. You might be able to find some big ones. But if it stays cold, it could be a scoping deal as well. I think you could still scope them even if they're on the bed. You can maybe scope some of them bigger smallmouth, the females that are pushing up. but it will be very far in between. But me personally, I hope it kind of stays colder. But if it does stay colder, but not too cold, it could get really ripe for the smallmouth on bed because then them females will be up there, or the first wave of big ones will be up there. That tournament, it all like I said, if everything is good conditions, I'm gonna say it's gonna take 18 to 20 to
18 to
win.
20 to win
18 to
that one?
20. Yeah.
I'm
Probably.
looking forward to that one.
I'm not so sure if I'm looking forward. If it's a worm bite, yes, I'm looking forward to that.
I've got it circled.
Hey, Pappy knows how to scope now, so you all right if you're out there scoping.
Yeah, if I got a scope. Hey, I know where like all these hollers with certain names are up there.
Hey, Rob. Rob,
Dustin probably turned on his location with you when he went fishing with me the other day on South Holston.
Yeah, we got waypoints.
Just visual pictures.
Hey, I know where Gavin's holes is at. He come up. He come by me for in one of them.
Well, where we went fishing, Dustin, is where me and Robbie actually went the very first time me and him ever fished together and went flipping. So he knows exactly where that's at.
Yeah.
If
Rob
it's a
don't
green
need
worm
no
bite,
spots on South Holston. He just needs to
here's the
catch
thing though about it being a green worm bite. You got 2 days of practice, and you got probably close to, just say, 100 boats out there, and there's going to be a lot of locals in this tournament. Them fish on the banks on the bed are going to get their teeth knocked in that week. And locals that aren't even fishing that tournament the week before, the weekend before, the week of are going to get their teeth knocked in.
Yeah. Well, the last time we was up there during the worm bite, I stayed over half the day in one little old cove.
Was that 2 years ago?
Yeah. And
That
then
was
I
real
run
good, that one.
down, caught, and finished my limit out, and then I come back up to the same place I started and finished the day out.
Yeah.
I'm praying for a worm bite.
Now, here's the thing. Scoping can still play because, and this is going off last year. Now, this is a different lake, but they both kind of fish similar in some ways. Watauga's usually a little bit behind, a little bit. But on May the 7th, me and Dustin fished the tournament, and they were on the bed because that's what our first game plan was, and we ended up scoping them. And won the tournament by, what, second place was 12 pounds, and we had 17.
Is that the green worm you're talking about?
Hey, why don't you put some stuff away, dude? Okay.
That looks like a Cinco.
I'm just curious if that's the worm you're going to be throwing.
Did you fish Saturday, bro?
No, I know I did not.
Oh,
it took 10 something to win down there Saturday.
What did it take the high school tournament?
15. Jacob Berryhill, we'll give a shout out to him. He fishes with us on Thursday nights some and Tuesday nights.
Is that kid you were telling me about that one time?
Yeah, he's a pretty good fisherman, and like I say, congratulations to Jacob for pulling that victory off this weekend.
I thought he was older. He's still in high school.
Steve?
Yeah.
Steve says it's kind of hard to scope in a garage dust.
I know. I mean.
Hey, speaking of scoping, so I heard that we might be changing our little deal for our little tournament that we're doing.
Yes, the Sunday thing. So we can make
Cal's not on here. Cal's not on here. So
hey, Cal's good. I'm the spokesperson for Team Cal Dusty Cal. Okay.
You know he's gonna be mad.
We'll be all right. We'll get through it. We'll take his boat.
But when you do that tournament, if you do that, it kind of takes scoping out of it in general. So
it does take it out, unless you're scoping on Douglas.
Which I know where to do it, so.
We can
kick you in your teeth. But if I'm fishing with Rob, he ain't gonna want to do it on Douglas.
Hey, Rob, I know you learned to scope and everything. I know how to run, but that don't make it a good idea. Okay.
Well, I mean, Cherokee could be a scoping deal if we go there.
Now, y'all scope all day and let me and Cal come in with a full bag.
Douglas won't be interested. It'd be by ounces, I think.
We'll blow it out of the water on Douglas.
You gotta change your headphones.
Or uncover them.
Sounds
You
like
ain't
you're in a tunnel.
gonna blow it out of water on Douglas. I know your spot on that too. I done drop pins on those.
Can you hear me better now?
I
Yeah.
can. You don't look no better, but we hear you
I
better.
hardly hear y'all.
Can you hear me?
I can. It's just muffled.
This podcast has went way left.
So get back to all right. We're at South Holston.
And Dusty's winning with 15 pounds on a worm
So
bite.
we Gavin said 18 to 20 to win the boater side.
100 boats, top 20. I'm gonna say 15 pounds.
15 pound to get
Good
a check. What's the co-angler side going to be?
I think it's gonna take 15 to win, maybe 16, and then check 10 pounds.
That year
10,
I
11
did
pounds.
that first year I did it. It took about I think almost 16 to win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a local too.
Yeah, I got a check at 12 pounds, 15 ounces, I think.
All right, going on to the next one. Douglas.
Me and Robbie were talking about earlier. Depends on the water level.
Douglas is going to be a fun tournament.
Depends on the water level, and it depends on weather again, I think.
It will. All of our tournaments are going to depend on the weather, except for two.
Maybe only one. That's going to be. Yeah. I think it's only going to be one, and that's going to be Watts Bar. That doesn't matter.
It ain't going to matter on Cherokee either. In September, it's going to be the same as it was this year.
No, if it was a week earlier, it would have been better because it was warmer.
Not necessarily. But Douglas will be the funnest tournament that we have, probably.
Yes.
That's because you like to flip.
It will be. So here's the thing when I'm talking about weather or water too. If the water's warmer, you could probably catch a few out deep, which I know there will be. And the kind of Douglas is kind of like some lakes. They almost live out deep sometimes on some of the places. They live shallow and they live deep almost year round. But if you can find those little small secret, I call them secret, but find them little spots of them females and big ones push out first. You can catch them offshore, but I think you could win it either way. I think you can win it shallow or you can win it deep. Majority of the time, I think it's going to be one up in the river, though.
Yeah,
I think it's going to be one in the bushes.
I'm going to go up in the river. That's my game plan. If the water's up. If the water's up, I might go as far as I
can. If the water's up, it will. There might be a topwater bite there too.
It could be a shad spawn. A really good shad spawn. It could be a really good shad spawn. Will that slot thing be in?
No,
it won't.
The slot don't go into June the 1st.
My headphones just died. So we're gonna hit a couple weeks early.
So we'll be ahead of that. It'll be a 12-inch size limit on everything.
Even smallmouth.
Even smallmouth.
That's what. Yeah, that's what it was this weekend.
Yeah.
Dang.
I don't think I've ever been able to weigh in a 12-inch smallmouth. That would be weird.
Last time
weird that would be.
Me and Rob was practicing down there a couple years ago, and he's like, "Oh, got one." He's like, "It's small." It was on a 6XD or whatever. Smallmouth was about that big, boy. I tell you, cracked me up.
It could be that'll be a tournament that'll fit me really well as the Douglas tournament. I can either flip or I can go crank deep. I'm looking forward to that one.
Do you think offshore brush piles will play as well? Because I found a lot of those Saturday.
Maybe. It's going to depend on weather again.
Here's the crazy thing too. Scoping could play in that tournament too.
It could.
Because I know this year in May I scoped on Douglas, but I was scoping with deep swim.
I know in years past I've caught largemouth out in the middle of nowhere on top water.
Schooling.
Yeah. And they wouldn't be very big though, but
Yeah.
that's a possibility.
I hope the water's up. Was it up
I do
this year
too.
that time of the year? It was
I
in the
don't know. I
bushes,
went
shouldn't it?
over there.
It
Should
has
have
in
been.
past years. It has in past
Yeah.
years.
Yeah.
But heck, they're so weird on their water levels. It's not even really. It's hard to go off year by year.
What's it going to take to win over there?
16,
Maybe.
maybe 15.
I was
I'm
gonna say
thinking
14,
it could.
high 14.
I'm going to think it could take upwards of 18.
What?
It could. What did it take? When was the last time we were there?
I mean,
2 years ago.
there could be somebody get on a deep bite that has some big ones in it.
We were there May the 21st last time we were there. And it took, there's one out deep, and it took 1605.
1605.
And it took 1110 to get a check. I had 10
That'll be a tournament where you have to set. There'll be a big number of 10-pound bags probably weighed in.
That tournament, there was 15 10-pound bags and 20 11-pound bags.
Yeah. So you have to separate yourself from that 10 to 12-pound range to have a
I think
shot.
if you got 12 pounds, you're getting a check.
Yeah. Co-angler side, it probably won't take but 12 pound to win.
If that.
What did it take then? I don't know. You have a good possibility of catching a lot. It took 12:02 to win. But there's going to be a lot of co-angler limits on that tournament. They only paid $62. They had a lot of boats in this tournament, though.
Yeah, because there's that one where they went to Cherokee the day after.
Yeah, there was 30. They paid 30 spots. And the last two co-anglers' check was $62.
Woo! Almost paid for entry fee. Almost.
Not even.
Paid for his motor's gas money.
You would have to finish 24th to get your entry fee back.
It's rough being a co-angler, I tell you. You boaters got made.
Yeah.
Gavin
So
ain't
next.
Huh?
I said Gavin ain't even gonna comment.
So we're going to the next one.
Watch bar. I'm excited about this one.
Me too.
I'm excited about it.
Watch bar's my new. Let's see if I can do it. It ain't gonna do it.
You look retarded, but
I look retarded.
Try to get it. Just keep trying it. Just keep trying. You gotta put your fingers up. It looks like you're doing this.
There you go.
Oh, there we go. I got a heart there. It is one of my new favorite lakes. Because they took Chick out of play. Again. I'm gonna stay shallow.
You think they'll go back to 3 fish again?
That's what I was getting ready to ask. You think it'll be 3
or 5? I don't know.
Same time of year. It's a little earlier. It's a little
It's
earlier, but it's like 2 weeks.
There's a possibility that it could go 3. 3 fish limit. What it take to win this year?
No, it's really early. I think it's in June. Yeah,
it's the first
July
of
or June.
We went in June, but it was more toward the end of June.
Yeah,
they could be a 3 fish limit in that. I finished in the top 10. What did I have? 8 something.
I think I finished top 15. I had 7. I had 7.
That will be a fun tournament.
It will be.
Cherokee. Oh, wait. We got to finish what's bar. What do you think will win it? 3 fish? We'll do 3 fish first. I'm going to say
3 fish, 11 pound. That's what I'm gonna say. On 3,
Co-angler 8, I think.
probably.
5 fish,
Mm.
15.
Co-angler 11.
It might take 15 on 3 or 5.
I can't even look
Which
at
it
past
say
ones because the past
what
few
makes
times we
it
went to freaking.
more of a level playing field. It takes chick out of the picture for us not being able to lock.
I think in the open that was there, it took like 15 a day to win it.
Yeah.
And they came just like a few weeks after we did.
If we go 5 fish, you think they'll still take chick out of the lock?
Yes, they have to.
Yeah.
It's a rule now.
That's a
You
rule
can't log.
now.
That
They
rule?
won't let you transfer fish.
Okay, I thought
Did
According
you see
to
that big?
them,
Did you see that big one that was caught out of Watts Bar recently?
Yeah,
was
that
it
had a
10 something?
Chickamauga fish all over it.
Mm-hmm.
But supposedly they've stocked chick with or Watts Bar with F1s.
Watts Bar is on the climb up, I think.
Probably. With all the tournaments that went out there that allowed locking in the years past, it ought to be several big ones in there.
Yeah. Trust me. Yeah, because I think even on the thing it says we're not allowed to lock like on the pre-tournament meeting, like not the
I thought that was
details.
part of the 3 fish condition thing.
Locking is
No.
not permitted,
Ooh, that's a big word.
especially
No,
for me.
you're not allowed to transport according to the rules.
And
Not allowed to transport fish from one body of water to the other. I didn't put a thumbs up that time.
It was up a little bit. I seen it.
yeah.
That was
Yeah, I
right.
seen
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
You're
I'm
that's
gonna have to
actually
sit
Sit
on
on
my
your
hands.
hands, Rob.
I'm gonna sit on my hands.
that's actually been a rule for a while now, but they just never
Just
really
didn't enforce it.
enforced it. All right. Cherokee. Anyway, we didn't really talk about what we were going to be doing on that one.
I think I'll be flipping on Watts Bar.
I'm going to try to do both. I'm going to look for both and kind of figure out. And the amount of fish that we're going to have is going to play more into what I do too. It's going to be 3 fish. I'm probably going to dedicate my whole tournament offshore.
I mean,
If
I
it's
caught a
5,
lot this year swim jigging during practice.
What did I say?
that's
Swim
what,
jig,
yeah.
flip, shaky head.
But if it's 5 fish, I'm going to try to mix in things.
It might be a better topwater. Might be a better topwater bite that early.
I'm just hoping that with it being earlier in the year, then fish offshore will bite a little bit better. They might be some of the bigger ones. But another thing that feeds into that is them fish up shallow will bite better too, and there's going to be more of them up shallow as well.
Yeah, that is true.
Because that 1st of June, they haven't got much pressure yet. And a good thing against Walt's Bar too, if you're going to travel and fish them lakes, most people go to Chick, the ledge fish and stuff, over Walt's Bar. So, but I'm hoping my little trick I figured out last time works again. But it might be too early, and it might, I don't know. It just kind of depends on what I find and how they're set up and if they're still acting the same.
Y'all think the wild card might go to Chick?
Ooh, I didn't even think about them with that. With it taking Chick out of that tournament.
Kind of central to everybody.
I don't know if you could say that or not because we really thought that Douglas might have been the wild card spot this year with them not fishing it.
Yeah.
I'm doubling
I
down.
kind of wonder why they did. What tournament are we fishing? Oh, never mind. I'm an idiot. I was about to say, what lake do we usually fish that's not in this schedule? Chick. Cherokee.
Pray. That's it.
Yeah, Cherokee is gonna be just it's gonna be just like this year.
Cherokee, that tournament will dictate who goes to regionals.
Yes.
I'll be in the back of the boat saying I just need one good one, like the last 2 years. Just give me one good one. Ain't that right?
Hopefully, I'm a little.
You ain't on, if you're on here.
I hope I'm in a little better position going into this tournament than I was last time.
That don't mean nothing.
No, I'm just talking about where I don't have so much on me where I have to do good. Because I mean, if you caught one fish, Rob, you're still in.
Oh
You
yeah,
caught
well,
one
one
fish,
fish
you're
and I'm
still
in.
Yeah.
I don't think I dropped far at all.
Taking it back from that tournament, do you kind of wish you didn't should all out? Do you think you should have just been more preservative, or
No, because I really thought that I could make the second day with what I was doing. What killed me was the fog delay
fog delay in the other tournament?
in the other tournament. But, that's part of fishing. I understand that. September we'd probably have another fog delay this upcoming year, more than likely because of the way that it's foggy down there near the dam, seem like all the time.
It's late September too, ain't it?
Yeah, just like last year.
Yeah.
Or this
Maybe,
year.
It's
maybe
almost
they'll do us.
October. I think it's
Maybe
even
they'll do us
earlier.
like day
It
2
it
and let us
no, it's
go.
actually the same exact dates almost.
Maybe he'll give us the hurry up and we can get out of here before the fog gets here.
I doubt it.
I know. It's a lot harder to do with 150 than it is 20.
Well, what do you think? 13 pounds a day win that?
Yeah.
Did it even take out this year?
Mm-hmm. Somebody had like 15.
Dang.
Yeah, but I don't think it took but what, 20? Did it take 26? 24?
So at least we got some break in between our regional this time. We don't have to be down there until the 17th of October.
And I couldn't even tell you where that lake's at. I know it's in Georgia.
It's in Georgia.
Well,
It's gonna be. I think it's a herring lake.
It will be I heard it was a spot herring lake.
No, I was wrong. It took 13 and 11 a day.
24 pounds won that tournament?
25-4.
25-4, yeah. So 13 a day, and you probably got a shot at winning that.
Then you got me that weighed in 7 pounds and 2 pounds.
Who?
Me. I should have had a lot better day second day, but that was just not my day. But it got me to regionals.
It'll be around the same weight wise to make the cut.
They might even drop.
It might, yeah, it could drop.
Because it got worse after we left.
Yeah. I mean, what did it take to win the Morristown Classic?
It took a decent bags, I think.
I don't know
But
if
there
it
was
did
a
or
lot.
not.
But it was later on, and smallmouth started playing.
Yeah, but I still don't think that weight was there.
I think it was pretty decent. I think the first day the guys had like 16. I'm gonna think. 2003 seasons results. Also, congrats to you, Robbie, with your white pine. I know we said that last time, but
Yeah.
you fishing those again next year?
Yeah, probably. Just because of, well, one good thing too, the Morristown will be on Douglas next year.
It took 22 pounds in 2 days to win.
22 pounds to win the Morristown?
Yep.
So the bags fell way off.
Yep. Yep. Because the people that led it the first day, like, fell out the second day. Because I think they did have 16 pounds that first day. I can't even find the actual, like, whole, like, sheet. It just tells me the top 10. That is. I think it's going to be the same thing. There's going to be people scoping, and I want to hope I can figure that out. Because, I mean, obviously, The guy that won it wasn't scoping, but everybody below him was. And the guy that finished second was very close, and he was scoping. But more than likely, it's going to be the same as last year, up on the bank.
It will be up on the bank. It'll be.
I hope it's
it'll
cold.
be in the river.
Yep. Co-angler's got a 45, 50-minute ride. Unless you draw a John boat. That
Yeah, you get
you got
a John
3-hour
boat.
trip.
I might have to talk. I might have Robbie get my boat and show me how to get it to that dam, because I might just join the party with that next year.
Yeah, Robbie, get in there and show him how to get to your fish.
I'm gonna show him how to run it. I get to drive gaff.
Yeah. Y'all tell me I won't be on the bank and watch that.
I'm just ready for them Tuesday nighters and Thursday nighters again. Those were fun.
Good.
You running them
This
next
is
year?
I reckon I'm gonna try it one more year.
Oh,
I reckon.
you gonna keep the entry fee the same?
Yeah, I ain't gonna change nothing.
Maybe Dustin can get out of the house and fish some this year.
Whitney.
Yeah, Whitney, we're gonna make a laser show for you.
Give her the fireworks, Rob. Give her the fireworks.
I wish we could figure out the rain one.
The rain one?
His
I don't
thumb's
know
too
why,
crooked
but-
for that.
There we
Okay.
are.
Ah!
We're gonna make it rain.
All right, so that wraps up that. Our viewers are pretty low, so I think we're just going to wrap this up. Hope y'all enjoyed this a little bit. Hope you come back and watch it. If you joined us late, make sure to go back and watch it. We kind of just break down what we think is going to happen with this next season, what we think's going to succeed in each tournament, techniques and stuff, and our weight predictions and stuff. But as always, please send us topic ideas. We're pretty busy throughout the week, so it's hard for us to try to sit down and think about something. So shoot us any, and if y'all are interested on being on the podcast, we're open to that. Or if you have somebody that you want us to try to get on the podcast, we can also shoot for that. But as always, thank y'all for watching. Check out all of our social medias, and y'all have a blessed rest of your night.